Hi everyone. So this is part 2 of a video that I am making about narcissistic abuse and how it affects your identity and the importance of that and understanding that so that you can heal from narcissistic abuse and understand what happened with the narcissist and build yourself up and move forward. So a couple of things that I wanted to add, and if you haven't watched the last video, I would recommend that you go back and watch part 1. This is part 2. But a couple ways that the narcissist, additional ways that they affect your identity. One is going to be through flying monkeys. So we've all, or most of us, have heard this term applied to narcissists about flying monkeys, and how when you get on the narcissist bad side, then they really come at you, they attack you, and oftentimes they do this through other people and the people who are around you. So they recruit other people onto their side and they turn other people against you. And oftentimes it's people who maybe have been in your circle for a long time. So it's people who may have been your friends, may have been your family members. And so the narcissist, through their manipulation tactics and through their deception in their lives, will really turn people against you. And it can be hard for anyone to deal with this kind of thing. Like, this is a pretty vicious attack, because it's really hard for us. I mean, we're social creatures and we want people to like and accept us. And when we have a whole group of people who have turned against us and who think bad things about us that aren't true, it can be very difficult, and it's an attack on our identity. And unless we're really like rooted and grounded strongly in our identity, then this can really tear us apart. So this is just one more reason why it's so vital and crucial and important that through this whole process we stay focused on knowing who we are, who we really are, what our identity really is, so that we can have the strength to stand in the midst of this attack. And it's like my last video, I gave the example of David and Goliath, and how for me that's a big part of that story. Is it's a story of identity and David knowing his identity, and how that is what allowed David to stand and to face down Goliath and face down that giant. Well, what you're facing right now is a giant. It's your Goliath. It's your Goliath. This thing that's happened with the narcissist, it's your giant, it's your Goliath to face, because it's not going to be easy when someone that you loved and that was a big part of your life has now turned against you. But not only that, they've turned people around you against you. And one thing I wanted to say about that is that it's hard, it's extremely difficult, it's extremely painful, and it can be hard to get out of, because we feel like, man, the narcissist has ruined our reputation. It might be in the workplace, it might be amongst your circle of friends, and it feels like the narcissist has really come against me and ruined your reputation and done a lot of damage to you as a person. And so it's hard to stand in the midst of that, but like David was able to stand in the midst of everything that happened. So just to use the vernacular, like David was able to stand amongst all the smack talking, and he did not let that deter him, or he did not let it sink down and accept that into his identity or his sense of self. He did not let it affect his sense of self. So, even when his leader, even when his own family and the people around him were talking smack, even when the enemy on the other side was talking smack to him, even when he had this big giant facing him, it was like everybody was against him in that scene. So it was like his family was against him, his own leader was against him, And this giant was coming against him. So he was like, it's almost like he was the giant wasn't the only one who was attacking him. He was being attacked on every level. He was being attacked by his own family, by his own leader. And they were attacking his identity. But David, in the midst of that, was able to stand firm because he knew who he was. He knew what God had given to him and who he was made to be. And that is what allowed him to face that giant. And so that's something that I wanted to say as you're facing these flying monkeys. This is your giant, your Goliath that you're facing. And there's a lot of smack talking going on. A lot of people who are spreading lies, gossip, lies about who you really are, lies about your true identity. And it's difficult and it's hard to stand, but you have the strength. You have the strength to do it. So just gear up, and again, do those things that help you with understanding who you really are, so that you can be ready to face this thing and not let it take you down. So it takes a very strong person to overcome when they have a lot of people who have turned against them, but you have the strength to do it within you. And that is another attack on our identity, because not only has the narcissist told us lies about who we really are and tried to get us to believe lies about ourselves, but now they've told lies to the people around us. So not only has the narcissist been gaslighting us and attacking our identity and trying to make us believe lies about ourselves, but now they're also getting other people in the mix involved too, who are only reinforcing that. So other people are coming in and also speaking lies and believing lies about us and believing what the narcissist has told them. And then in turn turning and treating us differently, like treating us like we really are that person the narcissist has made us out to be. So the narcissist is treating us that way, and then all these flying monkeys are as well. And again, it can be hard to stand in the midst of that, but staying strong in who you are, staying strong in prayer, and staying strong, turning to people who you can really trust. And there were people that you needed to see, that you didn't need in your life. So maybe there are people you thought you could rely on, that you thought were going to go into your future with you, that you thought were on your side, and they've turned against you, and that's really hard and really painful. But maybe it's ultimately going to be for your good, that you were able to see now who you can rely on and who you can trust and who you can't. Because there were people who are maybe in your circle that you thought that you could rely on, but through what has happened with a narcissist, you've seen these aren't people that you can trust. These aren't relationships that you really needed, because when it got hard, they weren't there. They turned against you. And so you're seeing that now. And maybe those are things that you needed to see. Maybe there are some people you needed out of your life that you couldn't trust. And the narcissist and what's happened with them has just helped you to see that. Okay. So another thing I wanted to say regarding identity, so that narcissist affects your identity by first building up your identity and then deconstructing it. So first telling you a lot of truth. They first hook you in by feeding back a lot of truth to you about your identity and who you really are. But then they turn and, once you call them out on things, then they start deconstructing your identity, and they start lying to you about who you are and deceiving you and trying to get you to believe lies about yourself, which is a straight up attack on your identity. Then they rope other people into the mix, which just adds to that, because when other people are reinforcing that and seeing you in this certain way and treating you in that way, then that reinforces that attack on your identity as well. And then there's another part to this, and you've probably heard that the narcissist steals your identity. So it's like the narcissist tries to take what belongs to you, the good that's in you, and they try to dump all their bad on you. And so it's like it's like the story of Cain and Abel. So most of us have heard that story of Cain and Abel. And Cain and Abel both came and they brought offerings before the Lord. They brought a sacrifice. And the Lord looked at their offerings, and Abel's he accepted, and Cain's he did not. And we know that was because Cain did not offer the sacrifice in the right way, because then Cain gets all upset when his sacrifice was rejected, and the Lord comes to him and is like, Cain, if you do well, will I not accept your sacrifice as well? Like, why are you so downcast? Like, if you do well, I will accept you. I will accept your sacrifice. So, the Lord came and told Cain that, but Cain wanted what his brother had. So Cain wanted what Abel had. He wanted to get that praise back from God. Like he wanted God to say, "Oh, well done," and to accept him. And he could get that. God had come to him and said, "I will give that to you if you will do it right." But he didn't want to do it right. Like, he didn't want to get those things the right way. He wanted to steal them from his brother. So basically what Cain wanted to do was steal his brother's blessing, and then turn and kill his brother, like just get rid of him. So he's like, I'm going to take this from Abel, and then I'm just going to destroy Abel and take him out. So he wanted to steal from his brother, and he wanted to kill and destroy his brother. And it's a similar type of thing going on with the narcissist. So the narcissist sees what you have, they see the good things that you have, and they want them. They want those things that you have, but they don't want to get them the right way. They don't want to get them the right way. They want to steal them from you, and then they want to destroy you. And so really what you'll notice at the end of the relationship is that the narcissist is almost like a dump truck. So it's like when the relationship with the narcissist ends, and it doesn't have to be at the end of the relationship. They'll do this throughout, and this is actually a really good test for a narcissist. Is anytime someone dumps their stuff on other people, it might be a boss, it could be anyone, and like stuff that they've done wrong, they try to like dump it on you and like make you responsible for something that has nothing to do with you. They do a lot of dumping. They're dumpers. I know that sounds funny, but they are. Narcissists are dumpers. They're like dump trucks. So what they do is like they drive their big dump truck, they back it up on you. It's full of garbage that they've been picking up along the way, and they just open the back door of the truck and they just let it all out. And so, like, especially at the end of your relationship with the narcissist, like, they will back up their dump truck, lift up the back, and just dump all their mess on you, and then walk away. And so when they walk away, it seems like, wow, like they act like they're so free, they feel so light, like they're so happy and they're doing so well and they're really prospering when they walk away from you, because it's like they've left all that stuff, they've dumped all that stuff on you. And so it's like they've taken all their junk and all their bad stuff and they've just dumped it on you. But then it's also like they've taken the good stuff from you and they've taken it for themselves, and then they walk off into the distance with it, with your identity. So it's like they've stolen your identity, and so they go around, and now everything's twisted and backwards. So now they're acting like when they met you, maybe you were involved in certain hobbies, or you had certain passions or things that you enjoyed to do, or gave you a sense of purpose, and now they walk away and they take those things and they kind of make them their own, and then they take all of their mess and they dump it on you, and they make you out to be like who they really are. It's so backwards, but it's like all of a sudden everything is twisted and upside down. And that can really affect your identity. Because they walk away and they seem so free, and it just seems like they've stolen everything from you, and they've stolen who you are, and they've stolen your identity, and they have everyone almost like bewitched and believing that like they are good-hearted and that they're honest and all these things, and that you're the liar and you're all these things that they really are. So again, another just straight up attack on your identity, and that can be like really difficult if we're not solid in who we are and we don't have a solid understanding of who we are. We can take on a lot of that stuff. But one thing I wanted to say, and they walk away and they seem so happy and they seem so free, and it seems like they're walking off into the sunset with all of your dreams. It seems like they've stolen not only your identity, but your dreams and your future as well. So it's almost like they walk off in the sunset with the future that you were supposed to have. And they've stolen it from you, but it won't last. So, one thing I wanted to say is it may seem that way, and it's all about the impressions game, and it's all about the appearance of it. So, it may seem like they won that impressions game, and if so, let them believe that, let them have that, because that's all they're really going to have, because they're never really going to have the true satisfaction of actually being that legit person and being that genuine person. It's just all pretend. But what they're building, it's not going to stand. It's not going to last. So they may temporarily seem like they're doing so well and like they've stolen these things from you, and they're so happy and free, and they've left all the pain and all the heartache and all the hurt behind on you. And you're like devastated and trying to like dig yourself off just peel yourself off the ground and dig yourself out of the hole, and like get all that stuff off of you that they've dumped on you. But it won't last. It won't last. Like what they're building, they're not building on a rock, they're building it on sand. So it's like castles in the sand, like it's a house built on the sand, and eventually when the flood comes, like it's going to wash away. So like what they think they're building is not on solid rock. It's all about appearance, and it's not real, and it's not going to stand. It's not solid and firm. It may look good for now, but it's not going to last. And so I hope that's been helpful, and I just wanted to read, if you would like to hear the psalm. I feel like this psalm, for people who are going through narcissistic abuse and have been through this, or like, this is for people who are like really suffering with what has happened with the narcissist and what they've been through, and like you're really feeling like they've walked away and like really hurt you and stolen all these things from you, and you just feel like you don't know if you're gonna recover. This is to encourage you, okay? So it's Psalm 37. Don't worry about the wicked or envy those who do wrong, for like grass they soon fade away, like spring flowers they soon wither. Trust in the Lord and do good. Then you will live safely in the land and prosper. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you your heart's desires. Commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust him, and he will help you. He will make your innocence radiate like the dawn, and the justice of your cause will shine like the noonday sun. The justice of your cause will shine like the noonday sun. He will do that. He will do that. Be still in the presence of the Lord and wait patiently for him to act. Don't worry about evil people who prosper or fret about their wicked schemes. Stop being angry. Turn from your rage. Do not lose your temper. It only leads to harm, for the wicked will be destroyed. But those who trust in the Lord will possess the land. Soon the wicked will disappear. Soon the wicked will disappear. You won't even see them anymore. They won't even be a part of your life anymore. They'll be gone. Though you look for them, they will be gone. The lowly will possess the land and will live in peace and prosperity. The wicked plot against the godly. They snarl at them in defiance. But the Lord just laughs, for he sees their day of judgment coming. The wicked draw their swords and string their bows to kill the poor and the oppressed, to slaughter those who do right. But their swords will stab their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. And basically it says in the psalm that you'll possess the land. And what does that mean? Like, the land is like what belongs to you. It's like your inheritance. It's like your future. Okay, so like it says here, like, God is going to give you that future that you hope for. God is going to defend you and defend your cause and the justice of your cause. He's going to make your innocence radiate, so he's going to make it clear for other people to see. So that basically the psalm is saying you don't have to worry. Like, God is going to take care of those things. God is going to take care of you. But someone who is, walking around and hurting other people and doing all of these things and like trying to build something based on lies, like, that's not going to stand. Like, they're not going to get what they hope for by doing it the wrong way. Like, they're not going to get it. I mean, even after Cain killed his brother, like, God came to Cain and said, your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground. Like, Cain tried to like play it off like, oh, who am I? Am I my brother's keeper? He tried to play it off and thought he could hide it from God, what he did to his brother. But God was like, I can hear your brother's blood crying out to me. Like, it is literally crying out to me from the ground. So the narcissist may think that they can fool and manipulate everyone around you, and just use that appearance game and like set up those illusions and make everyone believe it and believe in it. And it may seem like they're winning at it because they're really good at it. They're good at deceiving people, they're good at manipulating people, and they're good at convincing people, and it may seem like they're winning at it. But they can't manipulate God in that way. They can't pull the wool over God's eyes. God sees and God knows. So he sees those things. He can't be fooled. He can't be fooled. This is skipping down some. The wicked wait in ambush for the godly, looking for an excuse to kill them, but the Lord will not let the wicked succeed or let the godly be condemned when they are put on trial. Put your hope in the Lord. Travel steadily along his path. He will honor you by giving you the land. You will see the wicked destroyed. I have seen wicked and ruthless people flourishing like a tree in its native soil. Wow, it seems like they're flourishing. It seems like they're doing so well. But when I looked again, they were gone. Though I searched for them, I could not find them. Look at those who are honest and good, for a wonderful future awaits those who love peace. But the rebellious will be destroyed. They have no future. I want to repeat this part. Look at those who are honest and good, for a wonderful future awaits those who love peace. But the rebellious will be destroyed. They have no future. The Lord rescues the godly. He is their fortress in times of trouble. The Lord helps them, rescuing them from the wicked. He saves them, and they find shelter in him. So a wonderful future awaits you, my friend. A wonderful future awaits you. this that's going on with the narcissist might be trying to tell you that you're going to be destroyed, that you're going to be taken down, you're going to be taken out. It's going to kill you. It's going to ruin you. It's going to steal everything from you. It's going to destroy you. But I'm here to say that those are lies. That is not the truth. That is not the truth. The truth is that you have a wonderful future ahead, and that is what awaits you, a wonderful future. It is the rebellious and people who are lying and deceiving and hurting others who have no future. Okay, so someone who's doing those things, and conning people and manipulating people and doing things in a wicked way, like, they're the ones who have no future. So don't let it get flipped or twisted. Those who love peace, those who are doing things the right way, like, you have a future. You have a future. So don't let the narcissist or what's going on with them tell you that your future is over and that your hope is gone. No, you have hope. You have a future. It's the wicked that don't. So just remember that. And don't fret. Don't fret when you see the narcissist prospering. Don't fret, because what they're hoping for isn't going to come true. And they may be sitting here smiling because they feel so free and like they are getting away with everything, and that they're going to get everything that they want and take these things from you and dump all their bad stuff on you and walk away and just ha 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 laugh at you, and they think that they've won. But that's not true. That's not true. Like, what those things that they're hoping for aren't going to happen. Like the things that they think they stole from you, like, they're not going to get. Like, it might look like, and they might want you to believe that they're going to have that happy future, that like they're going to have that happily ever after, they're going to have that great marriage or whatever it may be. That they're going to have those things that they tried to steal from you. They may want you to believe that, but the reality is that no, they won't. They won't have those things that they hope for, and that they've tried to steal from you. They won't have them, and it may take you a little bit to recover, but once you do, you will eventually have the future that you hope for. You will eventually. You've got some stuff to get through, but you will get through it and get out of it. God will deliver you out of it, and you will have those things that you hope for. So be encouraged with that, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.